Hi Karishma, how are you?
Hello, ma'am. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you. It's okay. You can finish your bite. I think you were eating something. Okay, no worries. Karishma, I believe it's our first connect. We are connecting for the first time.
Yes.
Okay, as you know, my name is Radhika. I am from New Delhi and I've got 5 years of experience in this field, helping people with their English communication. Love to help my learners the best way. So that's a little about me, Karishma. If you can go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Yes, my name is Karishma. I was also born and brought up in Delhi, but presently I'm staying in Gurgaon. Like my after marriage, I've shifted here. I have done LLB, so professionally I'm an advocate. And apart from that, I have a YouTube channel where I do upload conversational videos and some solo content related to English.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's very nice. So, from advocacy all the way to YouTubing, like why this shift? You were interested in it, or it happened very organically? How it all turned around? How the tables turned around?
Uh, like two main reasons. The first, like after becoming a mother, I did not get time to go out for a job and do my profession, pursue or follow my profession. So I thought of starting a YouTube channel so that I can be at home and also I can look for my children, look
Mhm,
after my children. So
mhm,
for that reason, I prefer to do YouTube. And second, like now, just it's been 2 years that I have started practicing my
mhm.
profession also because after pandemic, we are allowed to attend hearings just by sitting at home. So I'm
Yeah.
getting this facility, so I'm pursuing that also.
Hmm, great. That's very nice. So, when it comes to profession of law, I'm not gender stereotyping, but somewhere it is considered to be a male-dominated area. Yeah.
Right.
So if I talk about Chief Justice of India or if I talk about the number of lawyers, it is somewhere a male dominated arena, but now even the ladies are leading, undoubtedly.
Yes.
So, how you decided that I want to go into law and I want to be an advocate? How you took that decision? How you decided to enter into this male dominated field? How?
There is no specific reason. It's not my passion at all. Since when I was in graduation, that time I have decided to pursue CA since it was difficult to clear. So I quit that and just simply completed my graduation. After that, when I started working with a law firm for 5 years continuously, I had gained kind of experience. So I thought of if I would have that kind of experience. Why should I not pursue law so that I can practice myself and grow and make my career in this field? So that's when I have decided, and I've completed my law after my marriage, and now I'm doing it. But yes, my work is very simple. I'm into IPR only. It's
Okay.
not in civil, criminal, and no serious matters.
Mhm.
So quite clean work.
Got it. Understood. Otherwise, this profession is black, white, white, black. Correct?
Yeah,
That you are dealing with a little lighter topics
like
at present. Yeah.
yes,
In
yes.
future, would you like to go ahead and take it in a full-fledged way and move towards criminal law and all the other streams also, or you are satisfied at the place and the sort of work that you are doing at present? How is it?
Uh, I wouldn't say that I'm satisfied. I should say I want to increase in this particular field only. I want to grow in this particular IPR field, not into other fields of law like civil or criminal or other field. Yeah.
Is it out of interest or is it out of comfort?
Out of comfort, I feel.
Or you still think that no, that is male of male dominated, that's why I am better over here? Because that sort of tendency also comes at times.
No, I don't think in that way.
It is just that you feel that this is the area of my liking, so I want to go ahead
Yes.
and continue with that, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, for example, if there is a teenager, he or she also wants to get into this field of law. So, what will be your suggestion? What will be your advice to keep in mind if he or she is unsure whether I should go for LLB or I should not go for LLB? What do you think should be the parameters to decide a yes or a no for this particular field in today's time?
I think it's a choice of individual interest. First thing, if you are personally feel interested in knowing about law or legal knowledge or want to help in this particular profession, so then you can go ahead. But I think it's very difficult. Making your career in this particular profession is very difficult because you have to provide free services for quite a few years. For example, if you are pursuing CA, you can do what do we say, internship, and you can get paid for that. But if you are doing law and if you are even working as an intern, you're not going to get anything. So you have to provide free services for like minimum 3 to 5 years, because that kind of experience is required to become a proper lawyer or an advocate, where you can appear on behalf of somebody or your client. So I think it's a difficult thing, but if you have enough time, if you are young, you can devote time, your mind is clear, you have decided that I have to do this only, then you can do it. Otherwise, it's not very easy thing.
So it's not something easy. It is not a career where one can settle very easily at a particular age. It is a time consuming process,
It's
basically.
time consuming. Yes, you have to work really hard.
Hmm. Okay, so now you are an advocate, so I would like to know your stand on Indian judiciary. People generally say, because we are laymen when it comes to this particular field, and we generally see judiciary is not working or judiciary is working very slow. This is happening, that is happening. So, what is your overall take on Indian judiciary? You feel that no, it is definitely working at its part, or you think that no, there are certain loopholes that can be worked around?
Yeah, I think there are certain loopholes that can be fixed, because it's very slow actually. Because I have even we have own case which is pending in the registry for like so long. It's been years, and we
Oh.
are just getting date and date. So it's obviously it's not something performing up to mark. It should it needs improvement.
Why it is not working? Generally, it is said the number of judges are not hired as per the requirement. Where there are seats which are vacant for judges, and that's the reason why judiciary is working slow or judiciary works slow. That is what I am aware of, but I know that's a very less information. So I would like to know from you the reason behind the tardy speed of judiciary in India. Why?
I do not have a perfect idea, but what I feel is that the number of cases are also increasing day by day. So that is also one of the reason. Obviously, if population increasing, the similarly the crimes are also increasing, and every person now people are also educated. Instead of dealing the matter personally, people would like to knock the door of court, because
Hmm.
they know it's no benefit fighting outside the court, and uh, if anything happens, for example, even if it's a small matter of property,
Hmm.
people go to the court for the decision, right? So number of cases are also increasing day by day, and I feel that the number of judges are also less. We need more recruitments, but the criteria of recruitment is also very high. You have to
Very
study a
high.
lot, and then you have to clear the examination and interview. It's very difficult. It's not easy to be a judge or an advocate can be it's not that difficult, but at the same time gaining that experience for working on the professional front, it's very difficult. It's not easy.
Hmm. Okay, understood the point. So it is all related to the number of judges, increasing number of cases because of increasing population. All the reasons are linked to one another because of slow functioning of judiciary in India. Yeah. So do
Yeah.
you think that it will continue this way, or there are certain regulations or certain things are coming forward where we can see improvement, or no, nothing like that as such to improve the
Yeah.
speed?
And no, I have no idea about this, that how we can improve it, because I'm not really working with those judges. My work is, as I said, that it's very easy and doing it at home. But yes, I can see that there's for example, for a teacher, you get so many leaves in a month. Similarly, the government leaves to the court also, because any occasion, anything, it's leave. So they're only working 5 days in a week, not Saturday, Sunday. But still, I think they can improve if there is some strict regulations on that.
Okay, so some sort of a strictness in the system can make a difference.
Yes, I think.
Okay, fine. Thank you. It was really nice to know a lot about this from your end. Now, let's move to the topic for today's discussion. They have assigned the topic early retirement, quite an interesting topic for today's generation. So, would you like to go ahead and give a try to this topic, early retirement? Would you like to?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So earlier there was a time where people used to take pride that I have completed 25 years working in a country, 30 years working in a country. Now finally I'm getting the retirement, this and that. Of course, you must have seen that sort of a phase also, maybe with your grandparents or your parents. But nowadays people believe in switching companies. People believe in switching companies for a better package, for better work, for more experience, XYZ things. And in fact, people are looking for early retirement also. They want to work for 15 years like crazy, and then they want to enjoy early retirement. So, what is your idea? Work in a consistent manner and retire at the age of retirement. That's a better idea for you. or you think no, early retirement is a better idea for me? What would you like to say, Karishma?
I think early retirement is a better idea because in this way people can enjoy their life as well.
Mhm.
Because by the age of 58 or 60, when they actually get retired, it's like very old age. You cannot enjoy the life. And as we all know that since we got married, we have so many responsibility. Every person has so many responsibility after having kids. So they actually do not enjoy their life in the way they can, freely. So I think
Mhm.
if they retired early, the two things are beneficial. I feel that one is that they can follow their passion. People are doing job out of requirement, out of compulsion. They have to feed their family. They are the bread earner. So
Mhm.
for that reason, they have to do their job, though they're not personally feeling interested in it. So
Mhm.
one benefit is if you early retired, you can follow your dreams because you have enough money at that moment because you retired,
Mhm.
and you can follow your passion. Second is that you can travel. I think
Okay.
because by the age people think that now we have done our all responsibilities have done. By that time they get older, so they don't actually get the exposure of traveling, so that is also beneficial. Passion, traveling, and yes, you can spend some time with your family as well if you retired early.
Hmm. Okay. But for retiring early, we have to work really, really hard for 15 to 20 years, or at least 10 to 15 years, maybe working for 16 to 18 hours every day. So, don't you think it will impact our health also? Because every person has a capacity to work. We can work for 9 hours. If we stretch, we can work for 12 hours. But working for 16 to 18 hours consistently for 10 to 15 years to get to that early retirement, don't you think that will also be detrimental to our health?
So I don't know this concept that for getting early retirement you have to work a long duration, because as I have seen my father-in-law, he was in defense, so he get early retirement and there was no such procedure of you have to work really hard for 16 hours. I haven't seen that.
Mhm.
So I do not have any idea about this. You're telling me like you have,
Yeah, he was from defense. Government job is different. I am
yeah.
talking from the perspective of a private job. Do you have any idea with respect to the private jobs, or you
No.
only have exposure to government jobs?
Neither I have idea about private job or no government job because I am into my profession. Like it's a kind of business for me. I have been in this for a long duration.
Mhm.
So I did work with the companies actually or corporate. I worked only with the law firm for 5 years. That's for consistent period. And after that, I quit my job and I got married and then I started my own law firm. So I am working my own. So I have no idea about the
Hmm.
things.
No worries. Fine. So let's turn around the topic and make it a topic of discussion related to entrepreneurship and early retirement. It's okay. You do not know that how job market works in government and public private sector. It's fine. Let's talk about entrepreneurship. So do you think that opening your own law firm or getting into entrepreneurship gives you a leverage or liberty to retire early? I don't think so. But what do you think?
Yes, I feel it. Why I can't? Because see, if you are working on your own, you are self-employed, you have people for you to work. You just have to perform a kind of leadership role, right? You have to guide them. Even now, I have 10 to 12 people, they're working under me. I don't need to work really hard because I need to attend few hearings and, dealing with the clients or normal work. I'm not really very in a critical situation that I have to work 16 hours or something. But yeah, it depends on person to person. If someone is really passionate about working and they want to earn more money, they want to reach on certain level and not feeling satisfied. So like the growing mindset, that is important. I am
Growth.
not at, yeah, I do not have that mindset right now because I have children. I have to look after them. So if I'll keep thinking about that, I may not be able to concentrate on my kids as well. So they're very young, like 2 years old and 6 years old.
Mhm.
So for that reason, I feel that it's a quite liberty. I feel free. I don't feel any burden.
Hmm. But the main concept of early retirement, it is not that any day I feel that I have to retire and I can take retirement. Early retirement means that I have earned and saved that much that I can live
Yes,
for my
it's for
entire
me.
life. And
Yes.
in order to earn more, definitely you have to work more until and unless you get some lottery. Okay, so isn't it? Yeah, I am talking from a very real perspective that in case I want to go for early retirement, I have to make sure that I have enough of funds and corpus so that I can maintain my life and my spouse life for the remaining part of the life. isn't it?
Okay, but I'm sorry, but I'm not agree with this point of yours.
Yes, please,
I have a different opinion I would like to share. See,
please.
if you have a plan of early retirement, it's not necessary that you have to work in that particular field for 16 hours or 17 hours. And now the concept of you might have heard about part-time or extra source of income. Every person is in that way. Like for example, if I'm doing this work, I might be in different fields also. For example, the real estate, or maybe I'm doing some stock marketing, or maybe many things are available nowadays. Since social media is here, online platforms are there, people are very clever. They don't want to work hard, they want to work smarter. So
True.
for that reason, I think they can invest their money in a certain place where they can get like good amount after certain years. That is one thing. For example, my profession is advocacy, but I'm doing YouTube. That is my extra source of income, right? So I'm saving that income for my future. Might be I am not working really hard, but yes, I can say that I'm working whole 9 to 10 hours a day, and that's very normal. I think for every person, it's not very difficult thing to work 9 to 10 hours.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's my
Fine.
opinion.
So, do you think with the efforts that you are talking about, we can have a luxurious life after retirement, or we can have only basic life after retirement? Because today's youth is also running after luxury. I mean, they are not mostly interested in simple life. They want to do multiple things, lead a luxurious lifestyle, and for that, I believe more funds and corpus is needed. What do you think?
But if you talk about luxury, you can't even get that luxury even if working 16 hours a day in a normal corporate sector. You are going to get a very normal amount.
Hmm.
Even if you put that amount of time into something else, you are going to get better results. That's my personal experience, or I have seen results and people working like in this way. I have few people in my contacts, they are only doing trading in shares or bitcoins, and there are few people who are just investing their money, uh, like share market. Yeah, they're spending their money and getting good results. Apart from that, I have seen people, they're working like an event management or part-time working, so they are getting good amount of money. For example, I have a cousin, she's working full day 9 to 5 in a BPO, or she's getting good amount of salary, but apart from that, for Sunday and Saturday she do some part-time stuff and she get like good amount from there. So it is totally depends on person to person that how much clever you are, how smartly you play, how smartly you work in your life to make your afterlife luxurious. So it's, I think, depend on person to person and their efforts.
Hmm. So here I would like to put two things where if you talk about trading in share market, bitcoins, they are risky markets. They are
Mhm.
volatile markets. We can make money. More than that, we can lose money. So they are options where we can earn, but they do not provide any security, and we need to have really high risk appetite to make that much of money. So we cannot rely on these investment plans only for our retirement. They can be one portion of our retirement plan. That is fine. Secondly, the way you talked about your cousin, right now she's working for 5 days, and then on Saturday, Sunday also she's working extra. So don't you think she's putting in extra efforts?
It's not extra like the part time. It's not like they're giving full day. She came to my home, yes, like 2 days ago on Saturday. She came to me and she worked only 4 hours,
Mhm.
and rest of the day we enjoyed. So I think it's a quite good job. And apart from salary, you are getting some extra money, and that's she's spending. So, if you talk about luxury, people have to take risk. Without risk, you cannot live that luxurious life. Risk is the part of your success, I feel nowadays. Like, because I used to feel very conservative in terms of saving money earlier. But since I started investing money, I can see the results. So I start taking risk in my life. And since I'm taking those risks, I feel happy. I feel that I'm growing day by day. So risks are the part of life.
I do agree with you. Without risk, till the time you will not stretch or push yourself, getting that leap or taking that leap is not really possible. But we need to be extra intelligent when we are going for any risk, isn't
Yes,
it?
obviously.
Okay, that today it's time to be rich. Let's take as much risk as possible. I think that is not the attitude even you will propagate. So what is that one particular reason or one particular factor that we should keep in our mind to decide that yes, this is what I call as a calculated risk. So what would you like to say about risk appetite, and how much risk should be taken or how much risk is affordable enough? What would you like to say?
So again, it depends upon the background of a person and the lifestyle they're living. For example, if I am a person, I am a housewife, I'm taking care of my family, I have children, I cannot take risk. And similarly, I have one friend who is unmarried, living alone in Delhi. He can take risk because nobody is actually there to ask him, like, where did you spend your money? How did you spend it? What is the result? So it totally depends on personal financial conditions and personal liberty of taking risk, like how much you are free to take those risks, because parents and families are always there. They're going to ask you. For me, it's like, my husband, he's going to ask me that why are you investing money, and I need to answer that why. So I might be very rigid in order to putting any investment or something. So it depends on person to person. But yeah, risks are important. I feel that small risk, every person should take a chance.
Okay, fine. So you believe that there is not one particular level of risk appetite for every person. It differs from person to person.
Person to person, yes.
Okay. What would you like to say if you have heard about what is meant by calculated risk? In case you, as you told me, that you invest also, and whenever we go through any YouTube video, any course, they talk a lot about risk appetite. So, what is your understanding about the concept of risk appetite?
I do not have a deep understanding with this term, but yes, I have heard something about it. Like, you should take risk where you can tolerate that kind of risk. You should not take that much risk, like you are going to insolvent after that
Mhm.
investment or putting that money. So that is, I think, I'm not really sure about it.
Hmm, okay, just one last leg of our discussion. As you told me that earlier you were more into saving, but now you are more into investment. And this is what we have seen in our Indian society also, that earlier people were mostly interested in saving, but now investment is on boom. Everyone wants to invest, little or big, that completely depends on their wallet. But yes, they are interested in investing. So, what is the reason of this transition from a society that was more into saving to a society which is more interested into investment these days? So what do you think is the reason for this transition in Indian society?
I think it's because of economy. We are evolving. Time has changed.
Mhm.
People were not aware at that moment, at that time, and also the opportunities were not there. Now we have so many opportunities. We have so many options to invest money.
Hmm.
Earlier, we didn't have such kind of opportunity, and or since social media is here, people are aware. Earlier, people thought of just saving money in the box is called saving money, but now people know that if we are investing money, we are going to get more results. So for that reason, people now aware, educated, opportunities. It's all about the time. Earlier, the time was different. Now the time has evolved.
Okay, so you believe that evolve in terms of knowledge, in terms of avenue, and in terms of perspective towards money.
Yeah,
All these have undergone change, and that's the reason now people are more interested in investment in comparison to just saving money in a piggy bank or a savings account. Yeah.
right.
Okay. Thank you, Karishma. It was really wonderful talking to you. I hope you enjoyed talking to me. How was your experience talking? It was our first connect.
Yeah, my experience was good, but I just want you to give me a feedback.
Yes, absolutely. Coming to that also. So there are two words for pronunciation that I have jotted down. Please open the chat box and if we can work around the pronunciation on the same.
Yes.
Here is the first word. Can you pronounce it, please?
Advocate,
Correct. Advocate. Okay. This word,
economy,
economy.
economy,
Economy. The second O is more of a sound. Economy. Okay.
economy,
Correct. Now, you said two main reason, but it should be two main reasons because you are talking about two.
two.
Then you said, I want to increase in this field. No, I want to grow in this field.
Grow in this
Word
field.
increase was not okay. Then you said, I am in this for quite few years, quite a
A few
few.
years.
I'm here in this industry from quite a few years. Okay. Then you said one of the reason, I think it was a slip of tongue.
One of the
One of the
reasons.
correct. Then you said bread earners, better you use breadwinners for the family.
Breadwinners, yeah.
Okay. Then after that, you said on certain level. Whenever we talk about level, the preposition should be at. At
In
certain level,
at certain
realize that.
at
At.
certain
Okay, at a certain level. After that, you said stock marketing. No, not stock marketing, investing or trading in stock market. Okay. If your perspective is long term, then you can use the word trading. You can use the word investing. If it is short term, then you can say trading in the stock market. Okay. Then you said rigid, but rather you can use the word risk averse. That means my appetite to take the risk is very low. So instead of saying that I'm very rigid that how much I have to invest, you can say that I am a risk averse. Okay.
Risk, spell out.
Averse. Averse. Averse.
Averse. Risk averse.
Averse. Yeah. And lastly, you said the opportunities were not there to invest. Instead of using the word opportunities, the better word could be avenues. There were not that many avenues to invest in the past. Avenues.
Avenues.
That's the better word. Okay. So,
Avenues.
Karishma, towards the end, if I summarize it all, apart from these grammatical errors, I will suggest you to speak a little slow, because when we speak very fast, these errors happen. And I know all the errors that I have just told you, you are aware about them.
Hmm.
Right.
Right.
But you were speaking fast, and as a result of these silly errors were happening. And on the same side, in the rush, you were using inappropriate words at times. Like instead of grow, you are using the word increase. Instead of using the word avenues, you are using the word opportunities. So, answering promptly is a great idea. But while you are answering promptly, if you are making grammatical errors and not using the correct contextual vocabulary, your overall impact as a speaker goes down. So you
Right.
have to make sure that you maintain a little calm and you panic less when you are speaking. Go for prompt answering, but at the same time maintain calm while speaking. That will be my overall suggestion. Okay.
Right. Right.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Have a
Right.
great time. Bye.